Two villages, both alike in dignity in fair Burgundy, where we lay our scene. From ancient sludge grows noble Chardonnay, of different styles, yet equally pristine. Or something like that. Welcome to Fine Wine Friday, everyone. This time it's the turn of white wines, and we've got these two here. It's the classic white Burgundy, the centre of the universe as far as fine white wine is concerned, and for good reason. Because for centuries, people have been able to compare the nuances of the wines that come from different places. And here's a classic case in point. We've got two neighbouring villages, Meursault and Puligny-Montrachet. They have a shared border, and yet the wines taste different. And this is really the enduring fascination of fine wine, that two wines grown a few hundred metres apart or less, made in pretty much the same way, can taste equally delicious yet consistently different in character. This is one of those great mysteries. We're still trying to unravel why. Differences in soil, exposure, water levels, this kind of thing. But it remains very, very obscure, and yet those differences are there for all to see. The monks 1,000 years ago found them, and we still find the same differences today. So let's get these two open. Right. Puligny first, and this is from François Carillon. Carillon family have been in Puligny-Montrachet since 1611, when it was called Puligny. They put the Montrachet bit on the end in the late 19th century as a bit of marketing, that being the most famous vineyard in the village. And this smells really, really fantastic and very characteristic of Puligny. 25 years ago, the prevailing wisdom was that Puligny was kind of steely and mineral and rather austere, and Meursault was richer, more buttery. But that was really because people were making them that way. There wasn't anything inherent in the soil that was giving that character. Nowadays, I think we have maybe a clearer idea or a cleaner expression of these two great terroirs. And Puligny is often a little more delicate, perhaps, but sweeter, more floral, more peach fruited. It's quite delicate in the mouth, and yet persistent, dynamic, almost salty to finish. There's a lot of power there, but it's worn very, very lightly. That peach flavour, that blossom carries all the way through. It's drinking superbly well now. A little bit of oak is already well integrated. Very happy with that. Right, let's compare that with the Meursault here. Also from a great, well-established family, Bouzereau. This is made by a lovely guy called Jean-Baptiste, super, super talented, and a little bit under the radar in Burgundy. So I would say great value here. As expected, tighter, more mineral, not just because it's a year younger, this is 17 versus 16, but that's Meursault, especially these days. It is a bit more introvert, a bit more closed up, a bit more serious is the wrong word, but a bit more tense and focused. But then, again, lovely breadth on the palate. It's less fruity than the Puligny, as you would expect these days, but it still has real amplitude, a certain softness, a finish of grilled nuts, and equally delightful wine. Very, very different in style, made pretty much the same way from a few hundred meters apart. This is the magic of fine wine, and so I hope you get a chance to experience it for yourself. These wines are available through Help for Hospitality, and remember, the more you spend, the more we give. So please treat yourself today. Cheers.